Welcome back to my channel, Techno Trend Zone. If you're someone who's been waiting for Apple to finally take the iPad to the next level, then iPadOS 19 is the update you absolutely cannot ignore. This isn't just another software patch, it's Apple's boldest reimagination of the iPad yet. Forget about the days when the iPad felt like an oversized iPhone. With iPadOS 19, Apple is bringing the iPad closer than ever to a desktop-class experience without losing its core identity. Over the past decade, the iPad has become one of the most powerful tablets on the market in terms of hardware. From the early days of the A-series chips to the modern Apple Silicon M1, M2, M3, and now M4 chips, iPads have consistently packed impressive processing power. But there's always been a catch. The software never truly matched the hardware's potential. No matter how fast or efficient the device was, iPadOS lagged behind in delivering a fluid, multitasking, and pro-level user experience. That changes now. iPadOS 19, a new era, begins with the arrival of iPadOS 19. Apple is signaling that it's done treating the iPad as a companion device. This new operating system introduces a radical transformation, aimed at power users, content creators, students, and mobile professionals. It's more than just a facelift. It's a full-blown overhaul inspired by macOS, tailored for productivity, yet still deeply grounded in the touch-first iPad philosophy. Unlike previous updates that offered modest refinements, iPadOS 19 is about redefining the tablet experience. It introduces desktop-grade features while maintaining the portability and versatility that users love about the iPad. Desktop-class software finally comes to the iPad. One of the standout revelations is the introduction of full-fledged professional applications, not watered-down mobile versions. Expect native iPad support for powerhouse apps like Final Cut, Pro Logic, Pro Adobe Premiere, and After Effects Xcode AutoCAD Blender. These aren't just ports, they're deeply optimized for Apple Pencil, multi-touch gestures, and the Magic Keyboard with Trackpad. Whether you're editing 4K video, building an app, designing architectural blueprints, or mixing audio, the iPad becomes a mobile studio you can take anywhere. This marks a massive leap for professionals who've longed for more robust tools on the iPad. With full desktop capabilities and tight integration into the Apple ecosystem, iPadOS 19 bridges the gap between creativity and mobility. Multitasking, redefined with enhanced window management. Let's talk about multitasking, historically one of the iPad's weakest areas. While previous features like split view and slide over were useful, they often felt clunky or limited. With iPadOS 19, Apple introduces a flexible, resizable windowing system, akin to macOS but optimized for touch. You can now resize app windows, freely stack or overlap. Multiple apps use drag and drop across apps, arrange custom workspace layouts. This means you're no longer confined to awkward dual-screen setups. Now, you can tailor your environment to fit your workflow, whether you're a college student switching between PDFs and research notes, or a designer toggling between reference images, Illustrator, and Slack. The home screen itself is also evolving. Expect a more dynamic and interactive layout with pinned Windows folder, shortcuts, smart app. Groupings, live widgets, your iPad transforms into a true productivity dashboard, capable of handling complex multitasking needs. This is a game changer for content creators, professionals, and multitaskers alike. Stage Manager 2.0, refined for real use. When Apple first introduced Stage Manager, it promised better window grouping and quicker app switching. But in reality, it lacked polish, suffered from performance hiccups, and didn't deliver a seamless user experience. Now, Stage Manager 2.0 fixes that. With this overhaul, expect smoother animations, better app snapping, machine learning-assisted window management, context-aware groupings. Stage Manager will intelligently remember your app arrangements and suggest layouts based on recent activity or usage patterns. The cherry on top? Improved external display support. For the first time, you'll be able to run separate independent windows across two screens, your iPad and an external monitor. You can drag apps across screens, extend your workspace, and even operate different apps side by side on each display. No more mirroring-only limitations. This will drastically improve workflows for those in creative fields, remote work, or digital production environments. Desktop mode, the hybrid experience we've dreamed of arguably. The most anticipated feature of iPadOS 19 is the rumored desktop mode. When docked with a keyboard and trackpad, the iPad UI will shift into a more Mac-like experience featuring a persistent dock menu bars similar to macOS enhanced mouse support, including right-click functionality, floating windows, and intuitive snapping. But it doesn't end there. Apple isn't ditching what makes the iPad special. You'll still have full-touch navigation and Apple Pencil integration, even in desktop mode. This fluid hybrid interface is designed for seamless switching between tablet and laptop modes. Whether you're writing a report at your desk or reviewing content from your couch, the iPad becomes a true all-in-one computing device. This shift is massive for Apple's ecosystem. The iPad is no longer just a stopgap between the iPhone and the MacBook. iPadOS 19 places the iPad as a standalone, serious contender in the productivity arena. Students can rely on one device for reading, note-taking, drawing, and document creation. Business. Professionals get a powerful work machine with remote collaboration, cloud tools, and app integration. Creators and developers finally have the tools to build, design, and produce content without compromise. This is Apple's clearest signal yet that the iPad isn't just an accessory. It's a complete computing platform, now bolstered by a mature, desktop-grade OS smarter file management and system integration iPadOS. 19 is also rumored to introduce improved file system capabilities. Think of a more robust Files app drag and drop across directories, tagging and smart folders network drive support, local storage access for external drives. These features bring the iPad closer to a true macOS alternative, especially for people managing large files, projects, or media libraries. Meanwhile, iCloud integration will be smarter and more seamless, syncing app settings, layouts, and documents across iPads and Macs. You'll be able to pick up where you left off, no matter which device you're on. Performance, efficiency, and battery. Life. Even with all these enhancements, Apple hasn't forgotten about performance and battery efficiency. The M4 chip, recently introduced in the newest iPads, promises blistering speeds, better thermals, and improved power management. That means you can enjoy all the desktop-class features of iPadOS 19 without sacrificing battery life. Whether you're video editing, streaming, working, or gaming, your iPad will remain cool, efficient, and responsive. The future of iPad, independence and innovation. So what does all of this mean for the future of the iPad? For the longest time, it lived in an awkward middle ground. Too advanced for casual users, too limited for pros. But with iPadOS 19, Apple is finally carving out a new identity for the iPad. It's not an iPhone with a big screen. It's not a MacBook replacement. It's something new, a hybrid powerhouse, perfect for modern workflows. Whether you're a filmmaker, a digital nomad, a designer, a remote worker, or a student, the iPad with iPadOS 19 gives you the flexibility and power to do it all from one sleek, portable device.